Let's just explore the forest and see what the VESC machine can do. I would love to do some bonks and drops. This is really starting to feel playful. Dug into that one. Let's get dirty. I'm getting too motivated. My mom always used to say, the dirtier you get home, the more fun you have. So I already picked up a thing or two on the VESC settings. I should be rid of the not engaging sensor while riding slow. That was just a simple setting that I could tweak, and I looked into some videos, and I'm kind of getting used to what settings are for what. It just takes some playing around, and that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna play around in this magical forest. It's a third forest that I found right next to the village where I live. It's awesome, has some really cool features. As you can see, I already see some banks and some jumps here and there. Ayo, let's go. One there. Gotta get the full potential. Yes. I must say that in the first ride I didn't feel as comfortable as on the XR, because I'm really used to that machine. But this is really starting to feel playful. I like these little knobs that stick out of the forest everywhere. It just makes cruising so much more fun. We have a tree over here that might seem slidable. Check it out. Let's first try a nudge to see if we can get up there, and then slide it. It is seriously curving, so I don't know about the slide, but let's give it a try. I also have this thing sticking out, and I want to approach it this way, so it doesn't look like the easiest one, but the easy way is not always the best way. It does have that aggressive Nico racing tune, so I don't think this is built for sliding. And I know from seeing some guys on the VESCs, sometimes if they are in the hard trail settings, it's really hard to slide because of some settings. So I might have to try something else. And I see something to drop from, and I really want to know how this acts on drops. So let's go there. Check it out. One big massive log. It goes a bit downhill. It has some bumps and lumps right here and right here. So it's not really flat, but we have a big wheel, so let's give it a try. Oh, it's hard to get that speed in there. That did land hard on the foot though. Sometimes if you jump with the one wheel and one foot lands before the other, you get that backlash of the foot pad going up to your feet. And I have like my summer shoes on, thin soles, and you really feel that. We're up for some mud. Let's check. Ooh, yeah. mud under the leaf. I already felt that. Oh my god. What did we get ourselves into? Okay, the VESC handles that mud pretty well. I'm surprised. Definitely slipping and sliding. Oh, but he keeps it going, man. Whoa! I'm impressed. Properly impressed by this little fucker. Some parts would be inaccessible with an FM machine, but as you can see, it eats the mud quite easily. Even the wet mud. This is awesome. Whoop. Love it. Definitely handy if you live in Belgium. Not that way. It's too wet. Let's see. Cross this to the other side because I see some little jumps over there and some bonkers. That's what we're looking for. Balance it out. That went well. As you can see, it's like a sneaky path over here, and I love a sneaky path. Bumpers as well. Behind the mud. This machine is a real mud eater. Really surprised by that. Ooh. And I'm snowboarding again. You can feel it everywhere. The tire is just going sideways from the mud. See if we have an entrance right in there. It's wet all over. That got me stuck. Check it out. The rain has really done its job for the last few months, and the whole forest, if it's not on a hardened pathway, is just one big swamp, and that's annoying because you get stuck everywhere. Woo. There's deer. There's deer over there. Don't know if you can see it, but it's looking right at me. Hey. How cool is that? That's so cool. To have those deer here really means that nature is flourishing. They must be like accustomed to humans already, this one, because normally when you encounter them, they just fly away. This one is just eating at ease over there. How cool is that? Check this. Don't. How is this possible? This VESC just went through like this type of mud. Okay, VESC in combination with the T2. I must say, tire also does a lot in the mud. But this, check it out. Deep mud, no worries. Let's just do it. There's no like skirting or anything else, which really surprises me. I currently have no idea where I am, but this is the cool thing about getting lost with a one wheel, because you can just cruise the whole forest, look for exits, map the whole thing, and then you can start playing. So let's map a little more. Oh, that was a bit too deep. Definitely dug into that one. Whoa, yo, check it out. I'm getting too motivated. Definitely ate some mud on this one. Whoa, yo, let's get dirty. Dirty is good. My mom always used to say, the dirtier you get home, the more fun you had. Let's ride it off. Check out the sun view on that. Where the frick are we? Let's go that way. That's always, if you never know where to go and you're in nature, always trust your instinct. Look what looks the best way to you, what looks most beautiful, most interesting, most appealing, and always go that way. That will never eating protein. That will never disappoint you. All the sideways have huge mud puddles everywhere, so it still will take some time to dry up to go full out in the trails here in Belgium. But the sun was here for a couple of days, so I really hope that it will start drying out. We should really had one of the wettest winters in a long time, which is definitely showing its effect in the forest. It's all swamp business. Instead of skirt, we should start swamp, maybe. The spot is available. Let's close it down here. I want to drop the bench, like it's a round bench going around here, and then drop into the bank. Watch out for the water. Into the lane. See what we can do. Half battery. Check out the view on that one. Right, rather smooth drop, and what I've noticed today is absolutely no tail drag at all doing these kind of big drops. And I used to have tail drag, not all the time, but a lot, because the FM machine definitely asks for some fine-tuning on the riding. But this is like really nice. You don't have to worry as much about that. Definitely if you have a downhill landing and going downhill right away, you want to get that board flat. And with the VESC, that seems really enjoyable and easy to do. Smooth landings for days. I still have to get used to that little bit less range because of the CBXR. I'm so used to just not being concerned about battery. With the VESC, it's a totally different thing. Stock battery, VESC asks for more power, so I do have to take that into account now. But it's really nice to just play around with short sessions, to just test it out. I don't really need like a 100-volt pack right away. I just want to get used to it. I am aware that it doesn't have the power that my friends have, so I'll have to watch out in the races. But just for playing around, even on this Nico race trail setting, I'm able to do some really cool stuff. I really noticed that the board has a lot more torque on like the mud and the nudges and stuff like that. So for that, I really am impressed by the sheer power and the control that I now have, even on like the very short turns. Now the nose really picks up a little bit, which tends to keep that nose out of the ground, which is so enjoyable to ride. I stay on the board a lot more and a lot longer like this without digging the nose in the ground. So overall, second ride on the VESC, really impressed. We'll just have to get used to this tuning stuff, and then we can go all out, maybe get a bigger battery, we'll see. And on that note, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Peace out, and I'll see you on the next one. Bam!